Now talk us through what you're doing.
Filling the last garden bed for the patio with dirt. Cause we're getting ready to plant some. What we got in there? Boy, bub. What we got in there?
I don't know.
I think it's squash.
Should be some cucumbers, right?
Squash and cucumber. Yep, squash, cucumber, and zucchini. Just a couple of plants that bug really on me, to you. So, I'll get this last one planted out, and we'll be done with the garden patio, with the garden, patio garden. Because, we'll show y'all in a little while, my ghetto garden didn't work, y'all. Yeah, so, my ghetto garden didn't work. So that's why we have went to raised bed patio garden, and we're gonna show you guys that over there, but no worries. We're gonna get this last one done. It's hot.
Hot them up.
It is hot, y'all. But super excited. Have you showed them stuff over here?
Nah, not yet.
Oh.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, we got things growing.
Things are going on.
Yep. We got things growing, y'all. They looking good too. I got some tomatoes. Got green peppers coming in. I think they're jalapeno peppers coming in. The watermelon, it didn't die. It don't look all that good, but it still didn't die. So that's the watermelon plants, y'all. I bought those starts from the store. Did we show them there? The starts that we bought?
No.
So I bought those watermelon starts because they was like a tray of 6 for 98 cents at the Amish market. Yeah, that's where we got them from the Amish market. So I threw them in there, and they look like how they look. They look like how they look, but they didn't die either. And we got some grapevines and things like that. I guess we're gonna go through all this, right?
Yeah.
We're gonna go through all of it. Anyway, so yeah, I got some stuff going. But look at this, y'all. Tomatoes. I got Roma. That's Roma. It's Roma. This is Big Boy. And then, well, we'll show you. We show y'all. We'll show
well, you
y'all.
gonna do that? Might as well show them now.
Might as well show them. All right, y'all. Garden tour. Garden tour. So yeah, Romas is coming in. Got all the flowers coming in on it. And I'm sorry, y'all. I got distracted. My neighbors over there grating our driveway. This is Big Boys, and this is a cherry tomato. I ain't got a husk cherry red tomato. This is a pepper, a bell pepper, just bell pepper, and it's got pepper coming in on this one. I think that's a bell pepper too, not for sure.
This one right here.
Well, oh yeah, y'all, we got peppers coming in. And then this one is, and it has a pepper on it. Oh, there it is. You see that little baby? You get it, baby? That's a jalapeno. And then I think these are cayennes. That's another bell pepper, though.
This is it's a bell pepper, red pepper, sweet bell.
Sweet bell? Maybe. Who knows? But we planted. And then over here, my dog. We put beans in here, y'all. My dog dug his bed up last weekend when we came, and all the beans was on the outside, and this is a bean shell. Then got crispy. Some of them are still trying to make it, as you can see, but I'm gonna put some more in today. It's another one. Look like it's dead. It is. It had a little root. It doesn't matter. I'm putting more beans in here today. I'm gonna leave the ones that look like they're gonna hang on. And again, this is the watermelon. It don't look the best, but it ain't dead. And this soil is super duper dry. So, and these buckets on the side, I can't remember which is which because the tags have left. Yeah. So some of them are,
I think it's a berry, some kind of berries.
Some kind of berry. We had blueberry, raspberry, and blackberries in these pots, and they didn't do too well, but I had like 2 a piece of them, and I had 2 grapevines. So out of all that, we got 3 pots left, and I don't know. These look like a berry.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, honestly.
Yeah. They either berries or grapevine. There's one there.
That one had a thick stem, wasn't
Mm-hmm.
it? And then there's something growing on the side. Let me see if I can get in here and show. Maybe somebody knows. This is thick right there, and then now you got this little shoot growing out. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, that was there, and then there's another one.
Look at a little patio, y'all. You see a little patio?
Yeah.
Got a little patio we made. Hold on, let me back up and get that real quick.
Got the little patio and the little baby pool here. I think y'all seen that when our granddaughter was in there. I don't know if that video came out yet.
It did.
Oh, it did come out. Our granddaughter was in that one. And this one I'm for sure is a, no I'm not.
Is that a grape?
I don't know if it's a grape. It's something, y'all.
I think that may be a grape. I don't
But
know.
it's hanging on. So
Barely.
it's got whatever. It's hanging on. So that's where we at with the garden. Welcome to my garden. welcome to my garden. Here it is right here.
That's a big thing. The first
garden on the homestead.
Yeah, first garden on the homestead. It's been popping right here, man.
It is. That one's not doing too bad. And then we're going to get this stuff in here.
Plant it out.
Like I said, zucchini, squash, and cucumber.
Mhm.
There we go. So this is the garden, y'all, in patio. Patio garden.
Grow.
I'm a patio gardener. But out there, hold on.
Sorry, yeah, let's go ahead.
Look
Yeah.
at my garden.
That's what it's gonna be though.
This is my garden, y'all, right here. All of this, so after this pole, show them the pole.
So that's the pole.
And everything after this.
So
All of
basically,
this.
yeah.
Welcome to my first garden tour.
Yeah, it's right, first garden. So this giant
That's my
space,
first garden tour.
we're gonna build this giant
There it
space
is.
up. It's like the back side yard, I
The
would call it.
backside yard.
The back side yard.
Because if y'all know the water, he showed y'all that before, the water spigots out there.
Yeah.
So I wanted my garden to be right there to have quick access to water.
Yeah.
So it's gonna start from that water spigot
Mm-hmm.
all the way over to almost this pole where I'm at.
Yeah. So about right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of that.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's gonna be a lot of garden.
this is the first garden tour. What y'all think?
Get that soil bag out your garden.
Uh,
So get that soil bag out your garden.
it's the first garden tour, y'all.
Yeah. And then down there is the pond. You see that little nook area down there? That's where the pond is. This whole tree line right here is the pond.
And then the rest of all of this after my garden is
Back.
our backyard.
Yeah, we're gonna get a pool out here.
Nothing's going back here. No animals.
Yeah.
No anything. Pool, playground, another patio and deck.
Yeah,
Eventually a permanent home, mobile home more than likely.
yeah. So yeah, this is basically all of our yard area.
This is our yard.
Yeah, this is basically it's a big yard. So it's gonna be a big, and we keeping this mowed low. And I don't know if y'all can tell, but back there, we not mowing it.
All the way over.
Yeah, all the way down, like all the way down there. We're not mowing that. It's just gonna be like high grass or whatever till but that that'll be the driveway. I think we doing fruit trees.
Trying
Yeah.
to anyway.
Trying
we got
to.
2 out there.
Yeah,
Don't know how they're I went down and looked at them. They not dead.
yeah,
They're not dead, but it don't look like they flourishing. Like the previous owners, if y'all watched the last video of not the last video, one of our first videos about how happy I was that they planted trees along their driveway, because I've always wanted a tree driveway entrance when you enter my property. But their trees died, so something's going on out there where trees ain't really living out there. It's only a few, I think it's 3 or 4 that actually still alive out there. And so we planted 2 plum trees out there about a month and a half ago, and they not dead, but they don't look like much is going on. So something's going on out there with that soil out there, because the trees are not thriving out there. So I may not have my tree driveway if the soil is not going to let me have it. Oh well, but look at my garden. Garden tour.
it is.
It's garden tour.
That's gonna be what we call goat barn. We gotta clean all that
we'll
up.
walk them over there.
We gotta clean all that up, and then that's a chicken
That side,
coop.
all that
Chicken
side
coop.
over there be animals.
Yeah.
We don't want them by our house.
So that'll be over there, and then back there in that corner. like
Behind that
pigs.
shed,
Yeah, it'll be pigs.
there's a whole nother area. If you watch the videos, y'all probably seen it. That'll be the pig area where I did the ghetto garden at.
Yeah.
That's our chicken coop and run. And then there's a goat barn that we're pretty sure they had goats at that That's our neighbor driving through, y'all. He's getting some gravel. He gave him some gravel.
What are you doing now?
Filling up this bed, moisten this soil before I put the seeds in. It's hot too. It's gonna take a while to get this bed moist enough for me to put my seeds in there. So honestly, I'm just gonna drop it down in there. And then I'm gonna water these other plants. Even though typically you don't want to water in this hot of, you know, with the hot sun this high in the sky, but we haven't been out here in a while. It rained this week, but it's really hot and dry too. So I'm gonna sit that there, let this bed get good and soaked in, and then this dirt had a bunch of flies in it too.
Yeah.
They gonna bother us while we sitting out. The water is not at its highest pressure, but it's good enough.
All right, we'll pick y'all back up so we get it watered in and we get to the next steps.
All right, so we got the soil moistened. As y'all can see, it has dropped a lot.
A whole lot.
A whole lot of soil, but that's what we have. So that's what we're working with.
That's all we got.
That's all we got right now. So that's what we're working with. But I am going to come over here to these beans since my dog wanted to disturb this area, and I don't know what these beans are going to do. Like I said, some of them are looking really good, and we still have some that just today trying to pop through. But I am going to add more beans. I got some beans in this glass, y'all, soaking. That's my green beans, watermelon, cucumbers, and squash and zucchini. They've been soaking all day. So I'm just gonna pop some more. Oh, I got sweat in my eye, y'all. I'm gonna pop some more green beans in here. Just like so. Just to give us a fighting chance. I don't know if the other ones are gonna germinate. If they do, we'll just have a lot of green beans. I should leave those open so I can see where I'm putting these beans at. And green beans you can plant really close together. It's the beautiful thing about these. You don't too much have to worry about spacing. And I am overplanting, even though you really can't overplant green bean. I am overplanting because we're not out here enough for me to know what's going on in this garden, what took and what didn't take. Look at that, it's another seed. I'm sure I'm gonna have some other seeds in here because my hands is wet, and I just had a cucumber seed in my hand, and I'm sure I probably got some in there. All right, I think that would be good, don't you say? Okay, just cover them up. Green beans is really no big deal planting. So, just trying to up our success rate, y'all, of beans. They're actually pretty easy plants. All right. Oh, while we're over here, I don't have any water. We had to turn the water off because the water went. Because these, I did, let me see if I can get some of this water out. I did put some more watermelon seeds in here to soak because the watermelon starts that I bought, like I said, they're not looking all that great. I'm gonna lay these out on the table because I can't see y'all. Look at that. They got dirt on them and everything. So let me lay these out so I can figure out what's what. I'm looking for some black seeds and some black dirt. I feel like I had more than that one little black seed. I probably put them in the green bean planter. They probably just fell out when I emptied the water out. Well, that's sad because I know I had more than one watermelon seed. I'm so sad. They fell out, babe. My watermelon seeds. I had like 4 of them. But we got one little solo one here. So I'm going to plant that. I think I just emptied my watermelon seeds out in the yard, y'all. Sure I did. So I'm just gonna pop this buddy in here somewhere. May not have watermelon this year. Bye. You do the best and be the best plant. I think I just threw it right there in that dirt. And I'll never find them because, I mean, not in that dirt in the yard. This is where I strained the water out of. Oh well. Oh well. So, what side do you want to do cucumbers on? Does it matter? Doesn't matter?
Mm.
Okay, so since cucumbers, I think they'll trail more. I'm gonna do them this way because if they have to trail more, I want them to go stay on the, the fabric.
All right.
Instead. So we'll go ahead and do the cucumbers.
As y'all can see, look, I'm gonna tell y'all some things people don't tell y'all
Man.
on the homestead. You gotta keep these things right here while she getting them seeds together. Y'all gotta keep those right there. You gotta get that, I call it promethazine, but it's called permethrin. You gotta keep that permethrin, and you gotta keep it 40% deep. A lot of things, here, let me turn the camera on. A lot of things people don't tell y'all when y'all buy land or y'all don't try to start a homestead or stuff, they don't tell you about the ticks. Oh my God. The ticks.
My God.
We don't want, man, look. We almost died. We were so ticky the first time we came up. We was like, what is this?
Yes, I'm doing the cucumber seeds now, y'all. But tell them about the ticks, baby. Yeah, I'm just putting the cucumbers right here because if they happen to get big and want to vine, I want them to go here instead of in the grass with the ticks.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, so I just get those in. But anyways, you can continue.
But nah, ain't nothing. I just telling about the ticks, man. There's a lot of things homesteaders, they don't tell you about stuff like this, man. The ticks is bad. When you out here on land and it ain't been touched and it's just a bunch of, greenery and shrubbery and stuff. It's where ticks live, man. And you just walk through. They gonna get on you. They gonna jump on you. They gonna bite you and embed into you. And yeah, you gotta pull them suckers out.
And you can't feel the bite. That's the problem.
Yeah, they put a numbing agent when they bite you, so you can't even feel the bite.
You can't even feel them.
So they just be in you, embedding themselves into you. You gotta pull them out. You gotta make sure you get the whole tick by the head.
The whole tick.
Yeah, because it be embedded in you. First one I seen, I was like, man, I was like, I ain't never had a skin tag on my stomach before. What is this? I was just feeling around like, oh, I went in the bathroom. Like, ah, man, that's a tick. It's a whole tick. Yeah, and they will get on. They sneaky.
Y'all know I went crazy.
Crazy.
I went crazy. Y'all know me. Shay Marie can't take much. All right. Cucumbers.
Grow. Who say that, babe?
I think it's Holler Homestead. When they put something in the ground, they say grow. I like it. Our plants got to be some fighters out here because we ain't out here tending to them.
Right.
We ain't out here fertilizing them. I think I am going to get some. I keep saying it, and I never walk down there because besides the little white stuff that you see in some of the beds, that comes from the starter plants, that permaculite, little fertilizer stuff. But besides that, if we're starting from this is just topsoil, y'all. And I don't have no fertilizer in there. So I think I'm going to go down to the pond and get some of that good pond water. It's like fish emulsion. I looked it up and they said that pond water is good for gardens. So I think I'll collect some of our pond water and every now and again hit the stuff with that because we don't have no fertilizer out here. I mean, we ain't getting none. These plants going to have to do great on their own. And I got a little solo bean. One little bean plant here. It's got a pot seed here, so it's going to have to go in here somewhere. Probably right next to nothing. Gross. Now, the last things is squash and zucchini. And these look so much alike.
They just gonna be what they gonna be. Come on, grab them.
I wanted to get.
It ain't about what you want. It's about how much they look alike.
But I can't plant all of them. They get too big for that. I'm planting all of them, and then I'm gonna thin them out.
Yeah, that's what I was like. You just gonna pull one. Well, you ain't gonna know which one.
This is not enough room for all these squash and zucchini plants. Only about 2 or 3, possibly 4. I wanted to get.
You still ain't gonna know which one is which.
Yeah, I honestly only wanted to get 1 and 1, but I ain't keep them separated, y'all.
gonna see.
And they look exactly the same. So, I'm planting all of them before I can know, so I can make sure I get germination. But then they're gonna get pulled, depending on how many germinate, because these things grow huge. So I will have to thin these out. You can't grow. It's like, what is it, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, you definitely can only really do
7.
2 in here.
I mean, really only 2 in here. So I planted all these in here, and we'll see what grows. And then the other ones I have to get pulled out. Maybe I can replant them somewhere else if I get germination all.
Maybe we'll get some more soil and garden bags out here.
Maybe not. Garden. 2025 garden is all planted.
You are glistening.
I know I am. And look at don't say nothing about my hair and the way I look, y'all. I know I'm out here looking like ancient mammy. But I'm looking like old country back in the day. Person just glistening. Yes.
No bra.
No bra. Shut up. Anyhow, look at 2025's garden, y'all. It's something. It's not much, but it's something, and we're proud.
Yeah. Let me start from the. Okay, y'all see it just got planted right there. We gotta do slow pans of dirt.
Yeah, right.
Slow pans of dirt. Let's get the flower over here.
Don't forget my flower.
We're not gonna brush past the flower. Okay. And then we got this one. We don't know what it is. A blueberry, a raspberry, a grape. Something. It's something.
Oh, though. Hold on now. Because you know what your mama got me for my birthday that can go on the table or inside the house. Look at this, y'all. My mother-in-law got me a whole little kit over there, you guys. That's a planter, too. A whole little kit over there, y'all, with seeds and planters and gloves and stuff. But look at this. She got healthy veggies, grow kit, easy and fun. These little pots, it comes with these little pots. Let's see if I can get one out. I think she got me 2 of these, didn't she?
I don't know.
2 sets of these. These little pots have that little thing inside there, and once you wet it,
it just grows
that's
up.
what you're going to get. Tomatoes, cucumbers, and cherry tomatoes. And they never have to, they're little bitty micro ones, I guess. I don't know. We haven't tried. I'm getting ready to put these, I'm ready to water these and sit these out. And then when we leave, I just put them in there, even though it's going to be hot. But they can't survive out here, I don't think. But yeah, y'all, look at this little grow kit my mother-in-law got me for my birthday. It is so cute. And this says giant tomato.
Ain't no giant.
How's a giant tomato growing in here?
Ain't no giant tomato growing in here.
I don't think so.
All right, let me get the final garden tour highlights again. Let me try again. You got pan the dirt.
Pan the dirt.
That's one bed. That's squash and cucumber. We got something we don't know, some kind of berry, grape, something. I don't know what it is. We got our tomato section where we got the big boys, the Romas, and the cherries. Then we got peppers, red peppers, jalapeno peppers, green peppers, just peppers in general. Another thing, we don't know what it is, grape, berry, blueberry, raspberry, blackberry, something. We got the watermelon section over here. Right there, boom. And then you come over here to the bean section that we trying to get to sprout. Boom. And then you got a dead flower. It was pretty, but now it's dead. And we got something that's trying to make it. I don't know what it is. Grape, blueberry, blackberry.
Look, y'all.
Trying to make it.
I was wondering, because I thought like the pellets in there, I thought it was already like seeded pellets in there. No, that's the grow medium. I looked at one of them, and here's the little seed packets. It's 3 of them. Yeah, and you just, that's the beefsteak tomato. And you just sprinkle it in there and water, and that, we'll see. The garden 2 coming soon.
Right.
That's my garden 2. We're going to have a tour on this, and I think she gave me another one. I think it was 2 of these. I'm going to see.
All right, y'all. That's it for we signing out on this one. Y'all have a good one. Continue to stay blessed. See us back at the farmstead next time. We're out.